Welcome back, boys. I've missed you all. Today we're going to be talking about how to play from the position 1 role when you get OG Mudbone in lane, right? You get railed, your teammates feeding, your mid laners is flaming you, you're crying on the inside. Obviously, never show weakness, guys. Never show weakness. You're on the brink of just abandoning the game. You say, I quit right here. Fuck you guys. But then that little voice in your head, there's me on your shoulder too saying, you can't let them win. No, you can't let them win. Today we're going to look at how do you come back? How do you get your farm? When should you be looking to fight? How do you know between what your item timings are or when you just need to farm for your next item? The first thing I want you boys to notice is that he's not contesting the rune. He's not committing suicide before the game even starts just to go, hey guys, I got the rune, don't worry. It doesn't matter that I just gave the enemy offlaner 400 gold. You all got 40, okay? Trust me, we're gonna win. Everyone hates that guy. Don't be that guy, okay? So don't contest the rune when you're weaker. How do I know if I'm weaker? Good question. You're intuitive. I like you. Well, you want to think about the lane. The enemy team has a Legion Commander and a Lina. Lina's just going to right-click you over and over and over again. Legion Commander has a shit ton of sustain, and Morphling is super weak level 1. So there's nothing this Morphling can do, and nothing he's going to try to do to contest them. You see, all he cares about, if you watch the way he's positioning, is he's just staying under tower, keeping that tower regen, getting that armor so that when they hit him, and then he's just trying to get creep aggro. He's telling his support to secure the range creep, and he's just cutting his losses, right? He's not, what I see a lot of people do, especially in my coaching sessions, is they ram their head into a wall. They've decided, hey, this lane's really hard. They tell me that, and then we go and watch the replay, and I'm like, why the fuck are you trading with them then? His entire purpose is just to survive. And you can see that with his item build. He recognizes, and what you need to recognize in your games, is what kind of damage is the enemy team going to do? And I don't mean physical or magical, but I mean, is it burst damage? Is it going to be long sustained, just constant right-clicking? Like imagine you're against Alina or Mirana, you can just get away with some tangos if they're only going to be right-clicking you. However, if the enemy team say had a Sand King and Alina, Morphling might consider a salve because if he gets stunned by Sand King or the Lina, the other one's going to follow up and now he's going to lose all of his HP. Now that we all are at this point where we can't take any more of this fucking massacre, this is hurting my head to watch. And I'm sure Dahak is losing his shit too because his Grimstroke is But what do you do in this games when your support is also feeding his brains out and making your game infinitely harder? I like to think of it like a handicap. They put this Grimstroke in your game because IceFrog knows how fucking good you are. And they want to test you. They know you're going to watch this video and you're going to know what to do. So what do? Cut your losses. You need to get out of this lane. How do I get out of this lane? Well, what do you need to jungle? Some heroes, they need their lifesteal leveled up, like Wraith King. Some heroes need their cleave level up, like Sven. And other heroes, like Morphling, need lifesteal. He does a shit ton of damage. He has sustain if he gets his Morbid Mask. So you'll notice he's bought a Wraith Band, he bought a stick, he tried to lane, but it didn't work. He's not going to double down on that. He's not going to buy Power Treads, he's not going to buy another Wraith Band or upgrade the Magic Wand. That's all wasted gold. That's the same thing as buying a fucking mango in the fountain and just eating it as soon as you buy it. It's a waste. And you should think of it like that. You should be like, fuck, I'm retarded if that's what you buy and that's how your lane goes. He's not trying to do too much. I think people have this misconception of, oh, I need farm, I need lane creeps, Yeah, you do, but if you can't get them, is it worth dying? Would you rather sit and watch your teammates farm, or would you rather farm yourself? Because if you go in the lane, you're going to die, and you're going to have to watch everyone else get gold while you just stay piss poor. Dota is a lot simpler than people think. They think it's some magical play. I play Morphling, I'm level 25 on Morphling, and I know how to do every attribute shift to the highest level, and I waveform on someone, and then I morph into someone else, and then I get a rampage, and then when everyone respawns, I do it again while I'm fountain diving them. All before the bounty runes even spawn at 0 minutes. No. You know what he does? He needs some farm. He's a carry. How do I get farm? You hit fucking creeps, guys. It's that simple. Bottom's getting dove? Well, too fucking bad. I can't do anything, man. I'm sorry. I lost my lane, or you lost my lane for me. That's what you can tell them. I don't care about your behavior score. You can yell at them, you can mute them, but what you need to realize is there's nothing you can do. And you'll see, he's literally just jungling for like 4 minutes straight. And it doesn't matter. So you had a bad lane, and you've been jungling, and now you have a little bit of farm, but you're still not really strong. But you just want to know, when do I leave? When do I start having impact on this game? Do I just AFK till we lose? And some would say, yeah, that's an option. But I like to think you should leave when there's an objective to take or a timing that was hit. Now, this isn't an item timing, like most of you are familiar with like traditional timings. But this is a timing where it's turned to daytime. He has increased vision. He's not as scared of just getting ganked and dying. His top lane is warded for him. He has the supports behind him, and the catapult spawned. So he's going to use his strength to just hit the tower and make some space for himself and his teammate. Think about, how do I get more farm while pressuring the map? He could stay in his bottom jungle right now and do fuck all for the team. And he did when he wasn't strong enough to pressure top. But now that he has treads, he has Morbid Mask, he's able to take this farm top. All of this area has Morphling's name on it. And at the same time, he forces Treant Protector to be here, not helping with a gank, right? Treant's just stuck here. And Morphling's not losing any farm for this. What you can guarantee is, though, that you're going to play in a safe area of the map. See, he has this to fall back to. He can farm the Ancients if he wants to. He has this hard camp. He has a small camp if he needs to. And he's just going to farm where it's safe and shove the lane into the enemies. He is just farming safely. The Morphling is farming this area of the map really safely. And that's your rotation. People always ask me, what's a good farming pattern? All right, you take top tower with your team. That's how you help them. And then you say, all right, guys, fuck off. I'll see you later. And all you do is you push the creep wave until this point right here. We call this little equilibrium, right? You're going to go to this point. You're not going to go past it, but you're going to shove the wave as far as you can, and then it's going to shove into their tower, and eventually it'll bounce back to you. All right? And in the meantime, when you're waiting for it to bounce back, you're going to farm this whole area of the map. You're going to go from camp to camp, small, large, large, and ancient camp, and then just back and forth. And you can see that's exactly what he's doing. And that's it. He's perfectly fine with this. You let the guy, the retard, you let everyone else that wants to go, he can push lanes if that's what he wants to do. This is the cutoff point. This is not our job anymore. Look, back to the ancient camp. Play safe. The worst thing you can do in a game like this is to die, to feed off cooldown. Now he just secured his Manta. Now everything changes, boys. And he took the tomb because he's a greedy fuck. But you get your Manta, now your hero can play a completely different game. I think that's the key. You need to buy the items that let you play the game differently than you were playing before. Okay? Now he has Manta. What's he doing? What side of the map? This is the no-go zone, right? This is what we talked about. He's not going to play here until he has Manta. Now he has Manta. He's not going to play where he was playing. Like I said before, mid is the death zone. You go mid, let Hoodwink do that. Let Hoodwink feed. But now, Morphling says, come at me, bitches. You can't kill me. He's so confident with this Manta that he literally aggressively waveformed to get an Arcane Rune. And now he can pressure mid. What timing is it, guys? Let's look. Ding, ding, ding. You got it. It's daytime and catapult time. So he's going again. Same reason we went top in the first place. Now we're going to go mid. The only difference is now I'm not scared to take a team fight. So I'm going to play with my team. I'm not going to wait till the entire enemy team is showing. And you can see he plays like he's strong. When you're the carry, your team is counting on you to hit critical mass. When you're peak, max Chad, any carry you want, you need to be pressuring, saying, guys, take control of the game. I'm strong now, let's go. I have my item now, let's go. And you need to be thinking about, what do my teammates have? What do they offer me? They have ravaged this game. So Dahak said, fuck it, guys, we can Rosh. And in your games, it's really easy to tell things like this because the enemy team isn't thinking about that. I guarantee you, if you try to Rosh at 20 minutes in any of your games, the enemy team will have no clue, especially if you smoke. An important skill to have as a carry player is, when do I turn off that mode farm, that mute my whole team, just AFK jungle mentality? And that's when you know you're strong. And it's different every game, but you need to ask yourself the questions of, do we want to fight them right now? Who has a better 5-on-5? Do I need to jump somebody? Say, for example, they have an Oracle. Well, maybe his timing this game is when he gets E-Blade because he wants to wait to where he can waveform E-Blade shotgun combo the Oracle. And until he does that, he doesn't think he can win a fight. Well, then I guarantee you that's what he's farming for. Say you can't kill the towers because the enemy team has a Treant Protector. Well, shit, when Treant Protector shows up, guess what his team's not doing? They're not running high ground, guys. Look where they did. They backed off. They said, okay, we forced the rotations. Treant's going to do Treant's thing. We'll have to go when he's dead or when he can't defend the tower. Your job isn't just to get farm. It is with the early game. It was earlier. But at a certain point, once you're stronger than them, your job is to get farm at the expense of the enemy team's farm. How do I do that? You farm on their side of the map. Notice how after he had his Manta and he has the Aegis, this boy has never gone behind the river. The only time he did was to go push bottom with his team, right? The entire time he's farming their Ancients. This is double net worth. Think about it as double the gold, because if he wasn't farming this right now, who would be? The last thing I want to cover in this video is the idea of how do I close out the game. The main thing you want to think about is Rosh. Okay, if you take Rosh, it gives you the ability to pressure the high ground without fear of punishment. Doesn't mean that your whole team should run high ground and fight them. It just means that you could have one person who feels strong enough sit on the high ground and just smack the enemy tier 3. In this game, though, they don't even feel strong enough to do that because of how much of an impact this LC had early game. The main thing they're going to do is just farm. There's no rush. If you are ahead and both you and the enemy team are farming at equal rates, you're going to stay ahead. And it seems really simple, but I think people don't apply themselves and think about it like that. Where all he's doing is going for pickoffs when he believes it's the right call. The Legion steps out of position, he's there. It didn't work out. Okay, what am I doing? I'm back to farming. See you later, guys. Let's watch this fight. The second they do the sin that I told you should never do, which is force a fight, what happens? Oh, okay, my mid laner's dead. What a great start. Oh shit, Tidehunter's dead. Damn. Wouldn't it feel really good if we were just, I don't know, taking the Ancients right now, farming our own jungle, waiting for our Grimstroke to be alive? You see, this isn't just a your MMR problem. These players are some of the best in the world, and they're doing the same things that happened to us. But what you want to do is, if you want to win these games, you need to do it less often. These guys only did it once. I guarantee you they'll never do it again. And in your games, you should try and not do it at all. Be that guy that just says, guys, we can't fight. And that's it. And if your team wants to feed, they feed. But at least you don't die. Alright, boys, that's going to conclude our epic saga for today. I'm back pumping out videos. My class is almost over for the winter. And so I'm still taking a shit ton of coaching students. Let me know. We're working with people from all sorts of time zones, so don't even worry about that. I'm going to start recording all my sessions and just posting them so that people see what they're getting. And also, I think a lot of the things I talk about with the coaching students inspire me to make these videos, so I might as well post the original and just kind of get the dialogue going. Other than that, let me know what you think of this concept style video. I have more hero guides cooking, and we got the tier list coming. They just take a lot of time to make, and the meta changed a little bit with the OD and the Monkey King changes, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, have a good day, boys. That's it for me. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath.